Before we start our pickoff, though, Doigie, I know you wanted to hammer on something about the waste management this week because the PGA's doing some wonky stuff, dude. Like, what the hell's going on here with this Monday qualifier nonsense?
Okay, so there's a lot going on. The PGA Tour is making these decisions. I
Yeah.
mean, they're in 2026, they're going to limited fields. You know, fields have always been in daylight savings time 156. Now they're going to go back to where they're maximum of 144, down to as low as 120. That's going to it's just crazy. Like the Tournament Players Championship next year is supposed to be 120 players. And the thing that gets me is they always say they're trying to grow the game. Well, every time they turn around, they're doing anything but grow the game. The thing of it is the policy board has players on it, and these players are making decisions to protect themselves in their own best interests. They don't want outsiders coming and playing. So this is some of the stuff that's going on. But the waste management, as long as I can remember, I mean, I tried to qualify for it back in the early 80s and 81, 82 and that. And it's gotten so big for the waste management that they, over the years, in the last number of years, they've had anywhere from 700 to 1,000 players paying upwards of $300 to enter a pre-qualifier to go through to the Monday qualifier to have a chance to get in the tournament where, 100 guys are teeing up and the top four get in and they get to play in the tournament. Well, starting in 2026, that's no longer the case. So the local golf association that runs that qualifier, those pre-qualifiers, has made that money for years and years and years, and they've done their budgets based on that money coming in and everything. Well, that now just has arbitrarily stopped. PGA Tour decided that's not going to happen anymore. There's no longer going to be a Monday qualifier. And I had to like this quote that I found yesterday or the day before from Patty Harrington. He talks about it. So he says, this has to be one of the strangest decisions of the PGA Tour when it comes to being in the entertainment business. If it was up to me, I'd be focusing more on Monday qualifiers. There's a movie script story nearly every week. I'd give the leading qualifier a TV draw. What he means by that is a couple other big names with him, and get a TV crew to follow him for the week. I would do this even more so in the bigger events, the signature events. We could have a tin cup story any given week. Could you imagine a struggling pro finishing in the top 10 and winning $500,000? Nobody would begrudge that payout. And he's absolutely right. I think about it and I kind of chuckle because the PGA Tour keeps shooting themselves in the foot with these decisions. And I'll go to the Champions Tour right now. Stephen Alker has become a household name on the Champions Tour. He won once on the Corn Ferry Tour. I played against him. I played against him in Canada, played against him overseas and stuff like that. And he was a struggling journeyman golf professional. He's won the last two Charles Schwab Cups, right? But they want to take all that away because they don't want to have Monday qualifiers, right? There was an Australian player last year on the Champions Tour who Monday qualified enough times where he got into the tournaments and he made enough money where he finished in the top 38 on the money list and he kept his exempt status for this year. But if they keep going the way they're going, that won't happen anymore. It just doesn't make any sense to me.